You are too nice, and it is destroying you. I am Niccolo Machiavelli. 5 centuries ago, I observed the courts of Renaissance Italy. I watched the nice princes fall and the ruthless ones rise. I watched the kind advisors get betrayed and the calculating ones survive. I watched compassion punished and cruelty rewarded. The world has not changed. Human nature has not evolved. The same dynamics I observed then play out in your life today. You believe niceness is a virtue. You have been taught that kindness is its own reward. You think that if you are good to people, they will be good to you. That if you help others, they will help you. That if you give generously, others will appreciate it. Let me be brutally honest with you. This is a lie that benefits those who exploit you. The world is full of predators, not obvious villains, not cartoon evil, but subtle exploiters who have learned to identify and target one specific type of person, the person who cannot say no, the person who feels guilty setting boundaries, the person who mistakes being exploited for being valued. In other words, you. Today I will show you the dark psychology of how nice people are identified, targeted, and systematically exploited. I will reveal the specific mechanisms that manipulators use to extract value from you without reciprocation. And I will teach you how to stop this exploitation without becoming cruel, because here is what you must understand. There is a difference between kindness and weakness, between generosity and exploitation, between being good and being foolish. The powerful are not nice, but they are also not needlessly cruel. They have simply learned something you have not, that niceness without boundaries is not virtue, it is vulnerability. And vulnerability attracts predators like blood in water attracts sharks. Some of you are already feeling defensive. I like being nice, you say. I do not want to become like them. I am not asking you to become cruel. I am asking you to stop being a victim. There is vast territory between being a doormat and being a tyrant. Today, I will show you how to occupy that territory. Are you ready to understand why your niceness has not been rewarded? Why people take advantage of you despite your good intentions? Why the more you give, the less people respect you? Then let us begin. Exploiters are not random. They do not attack everyone equally. They select their victims carefully, and they have a very specific checklist. Let me teach you what predators look for. Because once you understand how they identify you, you can stop signaling vulnerability. Signal 1, you apologize constantly, even when you have done nothing wrong. This tells exploiters that you feel guilty by default, that you can be made to feel responsible for their problems, that you will accept blame to avoid conflict. Watch yourself today. How many times do you say sorry when you should say nothing? When someone bumps into you, do you apologize? When you ask a legitimate question, do you preface it with sorry to bother you? When you set a boundary, do you apologize for having needs? Each apology is a signal. It tells predators, I can be made to feel guilty. I can be manipulated through shame. Signal 2, you justify and explain every decision you make. Predators love this. Why? Because it shows you believe you need permission to have preferences, that you think you must convince others your needs are valid, that you are seeking approval rather than simply stating your position. When you say, I cannot help you move this weekend because I have plans, you are setting a boundary. But when you say, I cannot help you move this weekend because my cousin's friend is visiting and I promised I would see them and I really should not cancel, you are inviting negotiation. The explanation gives the exploiter leverage. They can attack your reasoning, your cousin's friend. That is not important. I need help more. Now you are defending yourself. You have already lost. Signal 3, you have trouble saying no directly. Instead of no, you say I will try or maybe or let me see. This ambiguity tells exploiters you can be worn down, that if they push harder, you will cave. That no does not really mean no, it just means ask again differently. Predators test this immediately. They ask for something small. If you cannot give a clean no, they escalate, because they know you lack the boundary enforcement mechanism that protects most people. Signal 4, you seek approval and validation constantly. You ask, is this okay, before doing things you have every right to do. You check if people are happy with you. You monitor reactions anxiously to see if you have pleased others. This desperation for approval is blood in the water. It tells exploiters that they can control you by withholding or granting approval. that you will do increasingly absurd things to earn their validation. Signal 5. You prioritize others' comfort over your own consistently. You take the worst seat so others can be comfortable. You eat last. You accept inconvenience so others do not have to. You sacrifice your preferences automatically. Noble? Perhaps, but it also signals my needs do not matter. I can be endlessly imposed upon. I will not resist exploitation because I have been trained to see my own discomfort as less important than anyone else's. Signal 6. You have few or no visible boundaries. People ask for your time without notice and you give it. They make demands and you accommodate. They impose on you and you accept. You have never been seen saying no, setting limits, or prioritizing yourself. This absence of visible boundaries tells exploiters this person is undefended territory. I can take as much as I want. There will be no consequences. Signal 7. You feel responsible for others' emotions. When someone is upset, you feel compelled to fix it. When someone is disappointed, you feel guilty. When someone is angry, you feel responsible for managing their feelings. Manipulators exploit this ruthlessly. They weaponize their emotions. They know you will do anything to stop them from being upset, disappointed, or angry. So they simply express these emotions and you scramble to appease them. Now, let me tell you what happens once a predator identifies you through these signals. They test you. A small request, an inappropriate ask, a minor boundary violation, and they watch carefully to see how you respond. If you accommodate, if you rationalize, if you make excuses for them, if you accept the imposition without resistance, they know. You have confirmed the signals. You are a viable target. From this point forward, they will escalate. The requests will grow larger. The impositions will become more frequent. The exploitation will deepen. Because you have proven you will not defend yourself. This is not personal. This is not evil. This is simply predatory behavior. The lion does not hate the gazelle. It simply recognizes prey and acts according to its nature. Exploiters recognize nice people and act according to their nature. They extract value without reciprocation. But here is what you must understand. You are not a gazelle. You are not prey by nature. You have simply learned behaviors that signal vulnerability, and behaviors can be unlearned. The first step is awareness. Now you know what signals you are sending. Now you can see how predators identify you. The next step is changing those signals, and that is what we will address next. Now let me show you exactly how exploiters use your niceness against you. These are the specific psychological mechanisms they employ, often unconsciously, but always effectively. Mechanism 1. Guilt induction. The exploiter makes you feel guilty for having boundaries, needs, or limits. I thought you were my friend. After everything I have done for you, I guess I know where I stand with you. You are being selfish. These statements are designed to make you feel like a bad person for not complying. They frame your boundary as a moral failing. They make self-care seem like selfishness. And because you are nice, because you do not want to be a bad person, you cave. You ignore your boundary. You sacrifice yourself. You prove you are good by accepting exploitation. This is the trap. Your virtue becomes the mechanism of your victimization. Mechanism 2, reciprocity manipulation. The exploiter does something for you, often something you did not ask for, then uses it to create obligation. I helped you move, remember? I covered your shift that one time. I invited you to that event. They keep a ledger. Every small favor is recorded and later used as leverage. But notice the reciprocity is never actually equal. They help you once and expect unlimited help in return. They do small things and demand large things. This is false reciprocity. Real reciprocity is balanced and freely given. Manipulated reciprocity is imbalanced and coercively extracted. Because you are nice, you feel obligated, you think you owe them, so you give far more than you ever received, and the debt never seems to be paid. Mechanism 3, social pressure and reputation threat. The exploiter leverages your concern about how others see you. People will think you are selfish. Everyone will know you abandoned me. I will tell them what kind of person you really are. They threaten your reputation, your social standing, your image as a good person, because they know you care desperately about being seen as kind, generous, and helpful. So you comply to protect your reputation. You accept exploitation to avoid being called selfish. You prioritize their narrative about you over your own well-being. Mechanism 4, emotional manipulation. The exploiter uses exaggerated emotional reactions to control you. They cry, they rage, they become dramatically hurt, they have breakdowns, they express devastation, all calibrated to make you feel responsible for their emotional state. Look what you have done to me. You have hurt me so badly. I cannot believe you would do this. Because you are nice, you cannot tolerate causing pain. So you relent, you apologize, you give in, anything to stop their suffering. But notice, their suffering is always triggered by your boundaries. Their pain is always caused by your self-care. This is not coincidence. This is manipulation. Mechanism 5, intermittent reinforcement. This is perhaps the most insidious. The exploiter occasionally gives you what you want, just enough to keep you engaged. They appreciate you once every 10 times you help them. They reciprocate once for every 20 times you give. They validate you just when you're about to give up. This creates addiction. Like a slot machine that occasionally pays out, you keep investing, keep giving, keep hoping that this time will be different, that this time they will appreciate you properly, that this time the relationship will be balanced, but it never is. The occasional reinforcement is just enough to prevent you from leaving, but never enough to create actual balance. Mechanism 6. Incrementalism the exploiter does. Not start with huge requests. They begin small and escalate gradually. First, they borrow $5, then $20. Then can you drive them somewhere? Then can you help them move? Then can you lie to someone for them? Then can you compromise your values for them? Each step seems reasonable compared to what you have already done. By the time you realize you are being completely exploited, you are so invested that leaving feels like admitting you wasted all that time and energy. This is the sunk cost trap, and nice people fall into it because they cannot see the pattern while it is developing. Mechanism 7. Selective attention. The exploiter remembers every time you said no, every time you were unavailable, every time you prioritized yourself. But they forget every time you helped, every sacrifice you made, every boundary you violated for them. They keep a detailed record of your failures to serve them. But they have amnesia about your service. You are never there for me. You have helped them 50 times. You always say no. You have said no twice out of 100 requests. You never support me. You have been their constant support. This selective memory makes you feel like you never do enough, like you are always failing them. So you try harder, you give more, you sacrifice more deeply, and it is never enough, because the mechanism is not about actual evaluation. It is about control. The synthesis, all of these mechanisms work together to create a system where your niceness becomes the tool of your exploitation. You feel guilty, mechanism 1, about not reciprocating, mechanism 2, and worry about your reputation, mechanism 3, so you comply to avoid their emotional suffering, mechanism 4, the occasional appreciation, mechanism 5, keeps you invested as the requests escalate, mechanism 6, and you never feel like you have done enough, Mechani. SM7, this is not random, this is not accidental, this is systematic exploitation of psychological vulnerabilities that nice people possess. And the most tragic part, you often do not even realize it is happening. Because you have been taught that self-sacrifice is virtue, that boundaries are selfish, that saying no makes you a bad person, so you participate in your own exploitation, believing you are being good. But you are not being good. You are being used, and there is nothing virtuous about that. Now, let me show you what your excessive niceness is costing you. Because if you cannot see the price, you will never change the behavior. Cost 1, your self-respect. Every time you violate your own boundaries, you lose respect for yourself. Every time you say yes when you mean no, you betray yourself. Every time you accept poor treatment without response, you teach yourself that you do not matter. This internal erosion is devastating. You begin to believe you deserve poor treatment. You begin to accept exploitation as normal. You begin to see yourself as less valuable than others. The irony is profound. You are trying to be good, but you are teaching yourself that you are worthless. Cost 2, your relationships. Excessive niceness does not create strong relationships. It creates imbalanced, exploitative ones. Real relationships require mutual respect, but respect requires boundaries. When you have no boundaries, people cannot respect you. They can like what you do for them. They can appreciate the services you provide. but they cannot respect someone who does not respect themselves. So your relationships become transactional. People keep you around for what you provide, not for who you are. And when you stop providing, they disappear. This is why nice people are often surrounded by users but desperately lonely. They have relationships of convenience, not genuine connection. Cost 3. Your energy and health. Constant people-pleasing is exhausting. Monitoring everyone's emotions, managing everyone's needs, sacrificing your own well-being to accommodate others. This drains you completely. The stress manifests physically. Sleep problems, anxiety, depression, illness. Because your body knows what your mind refuses to acknowledge, you are destroying yourself to serve others who do not reciprocate. I watched many generous people in Florence work themselves to death serving others. Their kindness killed them. Literally. Cost 4. Your opportunities. While you are busy being available to everyone else, you are unavailable to yourself. You have no time to develop your skills, pursue your goals, or build your future, because all your time and energy are consumed by others' agendas. The exploiters advance while you stagnate. They use your help to build their dreams while you neglect yours. And after years of this, you wake up having achieved little because you were too busy helping others achieve everything. This is not noble. This is tragic. Cost 5. Your authenticity. When you are always performing niceness, you lose touch with your genuine self. You suppress your real feelings, your honest opinions, your authentic preferences. You become a persona designed to please others rather than a real person with genuine needs and desires. Over time, you forget who you actually are beneath the performance. You become so identified with the nice role that you lose your authentic identity. And this creates a profound emptiness, because you are living as someone else's idea of who you should be, not as yourself. Cost 6. Your future self. Think about where this path leads. If you continue being excessively nice, never setting boundaries, always prioritizing others, what will your life look like in 5 years, 10 years, 20? You will be more depleted, more exploited, more bitter, surrounded by takers who never give back, having sacrificed your potential to serve others who never appreciated it. Is this the future you want? Is this what your kindness is building toward? Because this is the trajectory. Excessive niceness does not get better with time. It gets worse. The exploiters multiply, the demands increase, the boundaries erode further, until you are nothing but a resource for others to consume. Cost 7. The opportunity cost of your kindness. Here is the most painful cost. When you give to everyone indiscriminately, you have nothing left for those who truly deserve it. Your family gets your exhausted leftovers because you gave your best energy to acquaintances. Your real friends get scraps of attention because you were busy serving users. Your own dreams get abandoned because you were building others' dreams. Your kindness, which should be a gift for those who deserve it, becomes a resource that anyone can take, and this devalues it completely. The people who would genuinely appreciate and reciprocate your kindness cannot access it because you have already been drained by those who exploit it. This is the tragedy of excessive niceness. Your virtue becomes your vice. Your strength becomes your weakness. Your kindness becomes the mechanism of your destruction. The question you must ask, is this worth it? Has your excessive niceness actually created the life you want? Has being too accommodating earned you genuine respect? Has putting everyone else first resulted in others prioritizing you? Be honest. The answer is no. Your niceness has not been rewarded. It has been exploited. And the sooner you accept this, the sooner you can change it. Because here is what I want you to understand. You can still be a good person with boundaries. You can still be kind while protecting yourself. You can still help others without destroying yourself. But first, you must stop the behaviors that signal you are prey. You must learn to say no. You must develop the capacity to disappoint people who expect your compliance. This is not becoming mean. This is becoming balanced. This is reclaiming yourself from those who have been consuming you. And that is what we will address next. Now I will teach you the difference between strategic kindness and exploitable niceness, because you can remain a good person while protecting yourself from exploitation. The fundamental difference: exploitable niceness gives indiscriminately. Strategic kindness gives selectively. Exploitable niceness has no boundaries. Strategic kindness has firm boundaries. Exploitable niceness seeks approval. Strategic kindness seeks mutual respect. Exploitable niceness is reactive. Strategic kindness is intentional. Let me be clear. I am not telling you to become cruel. I am telling you to become wise, to direct your limited resources, time, energy, kindness, toward those who deserve them and away from those who exploit them. Principle 1. Reciprocity must be required. Strategic kindness helps those who help in return. Not transactionally, not immediately, but over time, the flow must be balanced. If someone consistently takes without giving, strategic kindness stops giving, not as punishment, as logical resource allocation. Your kindness is finite. Invest it where it is valued and reciprocated. Withdraw it from those who consume it without appreciation or return. This is not mean, this is intelligent. Principle 2. Boundaries are non-negotiable. Strategic kindness has clear limits. It says, I can help with this, but not that. It says, I am available now, but not later. It says, I will do this much, but no more. And when those boundaries are violated or tested, strategic kindness enforces them. Without guilt, without apology. Simply, I said no. I meant no. Exploiters respect boundaries far more than they respect explanations. When you hold a boundary firmly, they either accept it or reveal themselves by trying to violate it. Either way, you win. Either they respect your limit, or they identify themselves as an exploiter you should remove from your life. Principle 3. Saying no is an act of kindness to yourself. Every yes to someone else is a no to yourself. Every time you accommodate others, you sacrifice something of your own. Strategic kindness recognizes this trade-off explicitly. It asks, is this worth the cost? And sometimes, often, the answer is no. Saying no is not selfish. It is self-respecting. It is the recognition that your time, energy, and well-being matter as much as anyone else's. The person who cannot say no will be exploited by everyone. The person who says no strategically will be respected by everyone worthy of respect. Principle 4. Emotional manipulation must be resisted. Strategic kindness does not respond to guilt trips, emotional blackmail, or manufactured crises designed to extract compliance. When someone weaponizes their emotions to control you, strategic kindness recognizes the manipulation and refuses to engage. I understand you are upset, but my answer remains no. I hear that you are disappointed. That does not change my boundary. Your feelings are your responsibility, not mine. This is not cruelty. This is refusing to be controlled through emotional manipulation. Principle 5. Track patterns, not incidents. Strategic kindness evaluates relationships over time, not based on individual interactions. 1 request for help is fine. 10 requests with no reciprocation is a pattern. 1 disappointment is normal. Consistent one-sided expectations is exploitation. Strategic kindness sees these patterns and responds accordingly. It does not give infinite chances to those who have proven they will exploit them. 3 strikes is generous. After someone has shown you who they are 3 times, believe them and adjust your behavior. Principle 6. Communicate through actions, not explanations. Strategic kindness does not justify its boundaries. It simply enforces them. I am not available. Period. Not, I am not available. Because of these 17 reasons, I hope you will find valid enough to grant me permission to have boundaries. The explanation invites negotiation. The simple statement does not. Your no is complete in itself. It requires no justification, no defense, no apology. Principle 7. Give from abundance, not depletion. Strategic kindness only gives what it can afford to give without depleting itself. If helping someone would harm you significantly, the answer is no. If accommodating someone would require you to violate your own needs, the answer is no. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot help others if you have destroyed yourself in the process. This means prioritizing yourself is not selfish, it is necessary. It is the foundation that makes genuine kindness possible. The transformation. When you shift from exploitable niceness to strategic kindness, something remarkable happens. The exploiters disappear. They cannot handle boundaries. They cannot handle reciprocity requirements. They cannot handle strategic kindness because there is nothing for them to exploit. So they move on to easier targets. Good. Let them go. They were consuming you anyway, but the good people, the ones worthy of your kindness, they remain. And they respect you more. Because strategic kindness earns respect in a way that exploitable niceness never does, your relationships become balanced, mutual, based on genuine connection rather than exploitation. You give and receive in equal measure. You help others without destroying yourself. You are kind without being used. This is what I want for you. Not isolation, not cruelty, but balanced, respectful relationships where your kindness is valued rather than exploited. And this transformation begins the moment you stop being too nice and start being strategically kind. Now I will give you the practical steps to stop being exploited, to reclaim your power, to transform from victim to sovereign. Step 1. Audit your relationships. List everyone in your life. For each person, honestly assess, is this relationship balanced? Do they give as much as they take? Do they respect my boundaries? Do they appreciate my help? Divide them into 3 categories. Givers, those who reciprocate and respect you. Keep these people. Invest in them. Balanced, those who are generally fair but may need boundary reinforcement. Keep these but watch for patterns. Takers, those who consistently exploit without reciprocation. These are the people you must handle differently going forward. This audit shows you where the exploitation is coming from. Knowledge is the first step to change. Step 2, implement boundaries immediately. Choose one boundary to enforce this week. Just one. Something small but meaningful. I do not answer work messages after 7 p.m. I do not lend money to friends. I do not explain my decisions to justify having preferences. Whatever boundary you choose, enforce it consistently. When violated, restate it calmly and firmly. Do not negotiate, do not apologize. Simply restate and enforce. This builds your boundary-setting muscle. It shows you that the world does not end when you say no, that people either respect you more or reveal themselves as exploiters. Step 3. Practice saying no. Start with low-stakes situations. The cashier asks if you want to donate. No, thank you. The acquaintance asks you to join their pyramid scheme. No, I am not interested. Someone asks for a favor you do not want to do. No, I cannot. Practice until it feels natural, until you can say no without guilt, without explanation, without apology. This is a skill. Like any skill, it improves with practice. Step 4. Stop explaining and justifying. Next time someone asks for something you do not want to give, simply say no. Watch your impulse to explain. Resist it. Can you help me move this weekend? No, I am not available. Why not? I have other priorities. And then stop talking. The explanation gives them leverage. The simple no does not. Train yourself to give simple no's. Step 5. Distance from exploiters, the takers from your audit. Stop initiating contact. Stop being available. Stop accommodating, not dramatically, not with announcements. Simply redirect your energy elsewhere. When they reach out, you are busy. When they ask for help, you are unavailable. When they try to guilt you, you do not engage. Most will fade away naturally. They only stayed because you were useful. When you stop being useful, they stop pretending to care. This will hurt, but it is necessary. You are removing parasites. The relief comes after the pain. Step 6. Reward good behavior, ignore bad. For those who respond well to your new boundaries, who respect your no's, who appreciate your help, give them more. Be generous with those who deserve it. For those who push back, who guilt trip, who try to exploit, give them nothing. Not anger, not engagement, just absence. You are training people how to treat you. Reward respect with access. Punish exploitation with distance. Step 7. Build your self-respect. Do things that make you respect yourself. Keep promises you make to yourself. Defend yourself when attacked. Prioritize your own needs occasionally. Each time you set and enforce a boundary, you build self-respect. Each time you say no when you want to say no, you honor yourself. Over time, this internal transformation radiates outward. People sense your increased self-respect and respond accordingly. Step 8. Accept that some people will be angry when you stop being exploitable. Exploiters will be upset. They will call you selfish. They will say you have changed. They will accuse you of being mean. This is proof you are succeeding. They are angry because you are no longer useful to them, because you have stopped accepting exploitation. Their anger is not evidence that you are wrong, it is evidence that you are threatening their ability to use you. Do not let their anger manipulate you back into compliance. Expect it, accept it, continue anyway. The timeline, this transformation takes time. You have spent years being too nice. You cannot undo that conditioning in a week. But you will notice changes immediately. The first boundary you enforce. The first no you give without apologizing. The first time you feel proud of yourself for self-respect rather than guilty. After a month you will see patterns shift. Exploiters will fade. Good people will respect you more. You will feel less exhausted. After 3 months, the transformation becomes visible to others. People treat you differently, with more respect, with more consideration. After 6 months, it becomes permanent. Your new normal. Strategic kindness instead of exploitable niceness. And you will wonder why you ever accepted anything less. Let me leave you with the truth about kindness. The truth they do not teach you. The truth that will set you free. Real kindness is not self-destruction. Real kindness is not exploitation. Real kindness is not allowing others to consume you without reciprocation. Real kindness comes from strength, not weakness. From choice, not compulsion. From abundance, not depletion. The person who gives because they cannot say no is not kind. They are afraid. Afraid of conflict, afraid of rejection, afraid of being seen as selfish. But the person who can say no, who has strong boundaries, who protects their own well-being and chooses to help someone, that is genuine kindness. That is powerful. That is worthy of respect. You have been taught a lie, that niceness is virtue, that self-sacrifice is noble, that boundaries are selfish. This lie benefits one group, exploiters, those who take advantage of your inability to say no, those who consume your energy without reciprocating, those who use your fear of being seen as mean to extract compliance. But the lie does not benefit you. It has destroyed your self-respect. It has filled your life with users instead of genuine friends. It has consumed your energy and given you nothing but exhaustion and loneliness in return. So I am asking you to reject the lie. To understand that boundaries are not selfish, that saying no is not cruel, that protecting yourself is not mean. I am asking you to become strategically kind, to give generously to those who deserve it, and nothing to those who exploit it, to help from a place of strength rather than fear, to be good without being foolish. 500 years ago, I watched the kind princes fall and the strategic ones survive. I watched those who could not say no get destroyed by those who took advantage of them. I watched generosity punished and boundaries rewarded. Human nature has not changed. The dynamics are identical. The person who cannot set boundaries will be exploited. The person who sets them wisely will be respected. Which person will you be? The doormat who believes their suffering is virtue, or the sovereign who understands that true kindness requires strength? The people pleaser who dies exhausted and unappreciated, or the strategic giver who helps powerfully from a position of abundance? The choice has always been yours, but you have been afraid to choose yourself, afraid to disappoint others, afraid to be called selfish. But here is what I want you to know. The people who call you selfish for having boundaries are the people who benefited from your lack of boundaries. Their opinion is worthless. They are angry because you stopped letting them exploit you. Everyone else, everyone worthy of your respect, will appreciate your transformation. They will respect you more, not less. They will value your help more because it is selective rather than automatic. They will engage with you more genuinely because the relationship is balanced rather than exploitative. Your life will improve in every measurable way when you stop being too nice. Better relationships, more energy, greater self-respect, more time for your own goals, genuine appreciation from those who deserve your kindness, and freedom from the exhausting performance of constant accommodation. This is what waits on the other side of your fear. This is what you gain when you stop being exploitable. So today, right now, make the decision. Commit to the transformation. Not someday, not when conditions are perfect, not after this one last time you help someone who does not appreciate it. Today. Now, set one boundary. Say one no. Disappoint one person who expects your automatic compliance. Feel the guilt, acknowledge it, and do it anyway. Because on the other side of that guilt is your self-respect, your power, your sovereignty. Reclaim yourself from those who have been consuming you. Stop being too nice. Start being strategically kind. Stop being prey. Start being powerful. This is not cruelty. This is wisdom. This is the balance between kindness and self-preservation. This is what separates those who are used from those who are respected. Welcome to your transformation. Welcome to boundaries. Welcome to strategic kindness. Welcome to the Machi Mind Matrix. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. Thank you, bruh. I'll go. Say your first no and never look back.